Good morning, Bourbon Country Mom here. Happy Friday! It is second day of school for our kindergartner and first grader. Emma's not feeling too well this morning. She's a little fussy, but we're all excited. Daddy had a function to do for work, so I'm still home waiting for the bus to get here. Here's Molly. Where's Joe at? There's Emma Lou. Like I said, she doesn't feel good, so she's frowning. But so Mommy's still here. We're waiting for the bus. On a normal day, it's supposed to be here about probably 7:40, 7:45. It's about 7:48 now. So we're just hanging out, waiting. And then once we're, oh, I got a shadow on my face. Once we are done getting the kids on the bus, I'm going to take Emma to Nana's house, and then I'm gonna head to work for a while, and then I have to get home to get him off the bus since Mark will be at his work function. So here comes the bus. So yay, happy second day of school. All right guys, so I am home from work. I did not pick up the baby, but I am home waiting for the kids to get home off the bus, and it is dragging. It's 4:15 and they aren't home yet, but this is normally once they get on a regular schedule and the bus driver knows where everybody's stops are and things like that. This is about the time that they should get home, probably 4:15, 4:20. I think I told you guys that yesterday. The only problem is the grass needs to be mowed. Mark got some gas for the lawnmower the other day because I was just barely able to mow the front and backyard the other day with what gas we had left. So I was like, there's no way the next time that it needs to be mowed that we're going to have enough gas. So he picked some up, and the yard needs to be mowed because it's been a week. It was a week yesterday that it had been mowed. And it looks like it's going to rain, but we're going to go to Deweys tonight since it's Mark's birthday weekend. His birthday is on Sunday. We're gonna go to Dewey's tonight because he was saying they have a cup that they give you like on your birthday, and he's always wanted to go get it. So we're gonna go have some Dewey's pizza tonight for his birthday. See about getting him that cup. So I will keep you guys posted on where we're at. Like I said, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the kids to get home, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I'm still waiting on the bus to get here. I'm standing in the front door watching. It's about 4:30 now. I totally forgot to tell you some exciting news that I heard this morning. They are supposedly rebooting the Munsters TV show from the 1960s. I was so excited when I heard that. I love the Munsters. I used to watch it all the time as a kid. And then I just did some additional research, and I'm not sure I'm going to like it. It's Seth Meyers is supposed to be involved with like the reboot, and they're talking about it being in more of like a Brooklyn, New York setting than at 1313 Mockingbird Lane, and it's going to be completely like revamped, which will make them, I guess, trying to be fitting into like the more hipster crowd that's making its way into New York. So I'm intrigued because I am a Munsters fan and I have some of the seasons on DVD. I will definitely watch if it does get rebooted, but I am one of those people that was a classic, and I feel like if you're going to reboot it and make it something completely different, like, why are we even calling it a Munsters reboot? But I don't know. It's still in the works, very, very early on. There's a bubble. That was weird. So who knows when and if it will ever actually get up off the ground. But if it does, I will be sure to be watching and taking notes to see how it compares to the old Munsters, because it's some very large shoes to fill. I know it was a very hokey, like 1960s series, but it was still good. It was so good. And so we'll see. We'll see where it goes from there. So the kids are finally home. I'm just finishing up my makeup, so I wanted to share with you guys what it is that I use when I do my makeup. So I actually currently have the Too Faced Sweet Peach eye palette, which I purchased from Sephora at our local mall. It looks like this on the outside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it around so that I can show you the palette and kind of point out the colors that I used and where they are. So bear with me because I'm going to try to like point the camera at the mirror and point at my face. So bear with me. All right, so here's the palette itself, in which I use the colors from. So today I used white peach. Whoa. So we used white peach. I also used candied peach, Georgia, puree, delectable, and talk derby to me. So I'm going to hold these up a little closer because as you can tell, the talk derby to me is a dark color, but it also has some shimmer in it as well. So just to kind of show you again, so we used white peach, Georgia, candied peach, puree, delectable, and talk derby to me. So I'm going to try to show you where at on my eyes I put these. So I'm going to flip us back around and I'll tell you what colors went where. So I'm going to look at you guys and I'm also going to look at the palette. So the white peach is here. It's a brown color. It's the lighter one. The candied peach would be the all over color on my lid. I then took the Georgia, which is the lighter pink color, and I did the corners of my eyes. And then the puree would be the brown that goes in the crease. The talk derby to me, which was that dark purple with the shimmer, is what you see in the corner. And then underneath, the dark that you see underneath of my eye there, that is the delectable. So this particular palette within the box itself, it does provide you a couple little like suggestions on what to do, like for a couple different looks. I don't know if I can get it out or not to show you, but I just kind of made this one up myself. So actually, I don't know what happened to that. There it is. But I normally just kind of, I like to pick a bunch of different colors. That way I have lots of different palettes to work with. And just try out new things. The big thing that I used to like to do was I would go to like a MAC store. We used to have one in Kenwood. However, they closed the actual storefront and they're only now just like a kiosk inside of one of the like bigger malls, like how you have like Macy's and like Dillard's. Like they're set up as a kiosk inside of there now instead of having a storefront. So I used to go there and have them like do some different colors. Or since they had my stuff on file, I would have them like use some of the stuff that I normally would use like on my brow or on my eyelid and just say, hey, I want to try some different like accent colors. Can we try some out? And they would do it. And then I would purchase those colors. And then I would just come home and add them to my collection and like try to use the colors in other ways as well and change them up. So just to kind of finish off the look, I used my eyebrow pencil from Clinique. I use just your run-of-the-mill. I get this at Walmart. Maybelline Great Lash for my mascara. This, at my Walmart, at least runs like $5. Like it's super cheap, but it does the job. And then I just put a little bit of eyeliner there on the bottom. And that's that. I have a little bit of bronzer on my face just to kind of even up my skin tone. And then a little bit of blush from Mary Kay on my cheeks. So that's my look. So we're gonna head out and grab the baby and head on over to Dewey's. All right, so we've made it to Dewey's for dinner. We're still waiting for a table, but I'm enjoying a porter while we wait. So we will see how much longer it's gonna take for us to get a table for 7 because our Dewey's here in Crestview is quite small. All right, so we're finally at our table. They quoted us around 25 minutes, but it took more like 35 to 40. They were sitting a lot of like 2-top tables. So with us being a larger party, it did take a little bit longer than what they quoted. As you can see, this is our Deweys. It's a little bit on the smaller side. I don't think they were prepared for how large of a crowd that they would get every day. So we're gonna get ready to get ordered and enjoy some pizza.
We both ordered a regular size Caesar salad. Comes with the 4 croutons, the cheese on top, and the Caesar dressing already in. This runs at $7.95. Pizzas have come. This is a large, half cheese, half pepperoni. We have a what they consider a medium cheese. And then we also got a medium Hawaiian with pepperoni and sausage added, as well as a large cheese.
So we're so stuffed that we decided to come to Walmart just to walk some loops. We're now over here looking at the fish, since we don't really have any reason to be here other than to just walk around. Oh, and Joe found a bird. What is this? What is this called?
A parakeet.
It's not a parakeet. I know it's not a parakeet. Oh, it's a duck. Alright guys, so sorry I didn't video too much after we got to Walmart last night. The kids were starting to get out of control, and just acting out, not listening, and just being crazy. As parents, it's hard to try to find a balance of like the best way to, discipline your children. It's a very fine line to walk, I feel like. And we're trying to be better and work on, not always yelling and being loud, but it's hard. Mark grew up in a loud home, not like yelling at him, but they're Italian, so they're just, that's normal for them. It's just they're loud and they're vivacious, like they're just, they're out, you can hear them, to say the least. So we're just trying to find, and then I've kind of tagged along with that too, because, when you're in a loud Italian family, you have to be loud to be heard. And so we're trying to find that balance of being better, of how to speak to them and get on their level and understand why it is they're acting the way that they are. And it's hard because we're doing it now when we should have tried to do that to begin with. And I don't think we did a very good job of that, but we're working on it and we're trying, and these are the struggles of parenthood. So again, I apologize I didn't do much videoing after we left Walmart. Just to kind of give you a recap, we were at Walmart, we were just kind of walking around. We ended up purchasing a phone case for my new phone that I've been videoing on the past couple days. Not anything fancy. It was a $5 case just to have something on it. And then we have the Walmart's brand, I think it's like Ozark, of like the Yeti style cups. So they actually had a 4-pack of stainless steel straws, like 2 of them are like just straight up and down, and then 2 of them are curved, 2 are extra long, and 2 are just long. And it actually comes with like a cleaning brush to clean down inside of them, which I thought was nice. That was like $3.47, so I was like, we definitely need those, because we were talking about getting straws for them anyway. From there, we decided to go to Dairy Queen for ice cream, but we didn't end up staying because the kids at that point were pretty much done. So they didn't last but maybe 10 minutes in there. Mark ordered, I took them to the car, and we came home. That's about all that it was, the extent of last night. So I just wanted to close out the video for yesterday so I can go ahead and get this one edited up for you guys, and we'll see what, stuff we can get into later on today. So again, I appreciate y'all checking out my videos. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and y'all can take this walk of crazy life with me. So I will see y'all later. Have a great day. Cheers!